Welcome back. On Wednesday, NCHBA members went to Capitol Hill to speak with North Carolina's congressional delegation as part of the National Association of Home Builders 2024 Legislative Conference. The three issues that our members discussed included funding for the Job Corps program, which will help train the next generation of workers entering the economy, domestic production of transformers. We need to increase domestic production to prevent costly delays in home closings, and energy codes. NCHBA members asked Congress to prevent HUD from using federal funds to implement this costly national mandate, which would require HUD-backed mortgages to require the 2021 Energy Code standards. Our members did a great job. Thank you to all the folks that took the time and resources to make the trip and stress the importance of housing. Back in North Carolina, the state Senate took up the final step on Senate Bill 124, predatory roofing, and sent that bill to the governor. On Wednesday, the Senate concurred with the House changes 46-0. The bill provides that contracts for residential roofing repair are subject to a 5-day business cancellation period following an insurance claim denial for work to be performed under that contract. It is important to note that we have worked with the bill sponsors and the property and casualty insurance representatives to make sure to include an exemption for North Carolina licensed general contractors. The governor now has 10 days to sign the bill, let it sit and become law, or veto the legislation. On Tuesday, the Senate Finance Committee voted to advance House Bill 228, Revenue Laws, Technical, Clarifying, and Administrative Changes. Every session, the General Assembly passes an omnibus bill to clean up state tax law changes. As previously reported, this year's bill creates a penalty for the misuse of an affidavit of capital improvement and sets that penalty at $250. The legislation also requires that the affidavit must be given within 90 days of the sale to receive the exemption. After receiving a favorable report in the Senate Finance Committee on Tuesday, House Bill 228 was referred to the Senate Rules Committee. Senate Rules will likely take up this matter in the coming weeks. NCHBA's General Counsel Mike Carpenter spent this week introducing Todd Brown to senators prior to an upcoming Senate confirmation. Todd is Governor Cooper's nominee for Special Superior Court Judge for the North Carolina Business Court. Todd is currently managing partner at Hunton Andrews Kurth Law Firm in Charlotte. Previously, he served as co-head of the firm's commercial litigation practice. Brown is currently the president of the North Carolina State Bar and was previously president of the North Carolina Association of Defense Attorneys, as well as president of the Mecklenburg County Bar. Todd brings 35 years of legal experience to the bench and was named Leader in the Law by North Carolina Lawyers Weekly in 2023. Senate Bill 319, Captive Insurance Revision / Online Auctions, cleared the House Insurance Committee on Wednesday. The bill makes several changes to captive insurance in North Carolina. One, it increases the number of places where the sale of real property may occur. It also increases the time where the sale must begin. The bill authorizes a person exercising the power of sale of real property to accept remote bids. Furthermore, it requires that all bids accepted at the sale must be clearly announced to all participating bidders, whether they're present or not. Additionally, the bill directs the person exercising the power of sale to collect all funds required to be paid by the winning bidder prior to accepting remote bid. The bill will now head to the House Rules Committee as early as next week. Earlier this week, I got a chance to catch up with Congressman Don Davis. Got a special guest this week, Congressman Don Davis, familiar face, served in the General Assembly for a long time, was a huge advocate for housing while in the General Assembly. Now he's doing the same thing in Congress. We can't thank you enough for everything you're doing for housing, sir.
Hey, Stephen, thank you so much for making it to DC. And we know that home building is so important for our economy, and just want to thank you and everyone for all the great work that's taking place.
Thank you, Congressman Davis. We miss you at the North Carolina General Assembly, but we're happy to have you in Washington advocating on our behalf. For more information, read our written legislative report. See you next week.